G'day mate, this is a new company car.
Yeah mate, the new Mack Sherpa. It's a pretty tough bit of gear.
I think you live in a pretty rough part of town by the look of it.
Yeah, is it that obvious?
Anyway.
We're not here to talk about the Sherpa. This is obviously very bespoke for military applications, but we're here to talk about the Anthem.
Yeah, now this is a very distinctive looking bit of gear. What can you tell me about it, mate?
Mate, well this one is affectionately nicknamed Ruby, but this is the new Mack Anthem, so the 36-inch sleeper, full integrated Mack driveline.
It's definitely a different look for Mack, isn't it? LED headlights?
Yep, all new styling, so obviously it's a completely new model. LED headlights, got full integrated safety pack, very aerodynamic look, got nice chiseled broad shoulders, retaining that Mack kind of presence on the road. Very much a Mack.
Well, we could stand here and look at it, but I think we probably should take it for a drive.
That's right.
Okay, Tom, talk me through it. What are we driving? What's under the bonnet?
This one's at 535 horsepower on the MP8, a 36-inch walk-through sleeper, a single trailer.
You said 535 horsepower, but the MP8 itself, has it changed much?
This is the new version, so it's gotten a lot smarter. The major upgrades have been electrical. The engine and transmission talk a little more seamlessly and results in a much smarter truck. One thing that operators have come to love about the Mack engines, both the MP8 and MP10, is that they've really got good download torque. It always seems to dig its way out.
When we left the yard there, the first thing I noticed was how crisp the shifts in the transmission were.
This new transmission, it shifts a lot quicker and smoother and more time to torque delivery.
HD and XHD for M-Drive.
Yep.
What's that actually mean?
That's what we name the 13 and 14 speed options of the M-Drive. So that's with the deep reduction gears. Most people immediately think heavy haulage when they start thinking reduction gears, but for us it's definitely a fuel saving feature as well.
So what you're saying is it's not just a heavy haulage solution, it's also a fuel efficiency solution.
Correct, yeah.
There's so much about the vehicle that does feel like there's more and more integration. The drivetrain feels like it's the one unit.
Yeah, that's right. So what makes the M-Drive so good is that the transmission and the engine are designed to only work with each other. So they talk seamlessly, and now that we've beefed up the electrical architecture within the truck, everything talks a little bit quicker, makes those gear changes swifter, smoother. It's a really good thing.
There's still quite a bit of connectivity going on with this. We might have some analog gauges, but there's still quite a bit going on.
Yeah, there's a lot of smarts going into these trucks. For example, this particular one's fitted with our predictive cruise control. So that actually memorises the routes that you drive and records the topography. So it knows when there's a hill coming up, it's going to select the right gear, make sure you're not chasing gears as you wind up a range.
The bending swingman fusion system is standard on Anthem, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's a big step forward for Mack with the safety system, and it is fully integrated with the truck. So you've got the windscreen mounted camera and the bumper mounted radar unit. And the two of them work hand in hand to make sure that you don't have any false activations as well. So a completely integrated safety system. One other thing that makes this truck a lot smarter than its predecessors and also quieter, to your point earlier, is it's got what we call eco roll. So that's where it actually disengages the driveline and enables the vehicle to kind of maintain road speed. There we go, it's just done it now. So it gets a lot quieter and it's coasting as we go down the hill. The disengaged driveline obviously reduces just the natural resistance that it creates. So.
Anyone hopping to this truck for the first time will notice the big difference in the interior, the gauges and the dash layout and all that sort of stuff. So it seems a lot simpler, a lot more concise. What's happening here?
All new dash, which is fantastic. We've got the massive big driver display. The instrument cluster has the 5-inch colour Mack Co-Pilot, the multi-function display in the middle. There's some really cool new features in that in terms of it's even got a pre-start check, which runs diagnostics on the truck, as well as check all your lights, for example. With the new steering wheel, 2 big openings, top and bottom. You can see corner to corner of your instrument cluster. So it's a really good mix of digital display, but still having some analog gauges that gives it the look and feel that Mack operators are used to.
So it's simple yet ergonomic. Is that a really good way of sort of thinking about it?
Yeah, nailed it. Couldn't have said it better myself, mate.
Jeez. Now I'm looking around in here, I'm seeing a lot of LED lighting. I'm also quite taken by the sense of space in here. Now, like on paper, it says a 36-inch sleeper, but it doesn't feel like it's a 36-inch sleeper.
Yeah, that's right, and that's mainly due to the increased head height you've got over the driver's seat here. It makes the whole cab feel a lot bigger and more spacious. 35% more storage in the new 36-inch sleeper versus the old one. So all that storage, head height, it's a really roomy feeling cab, so not a bad place if you need to spend a night on the road.
And even the mattress, so this is a pocket spring mattress. We've got windows either side of the sleeper that can be opened for ventilation. Blacked out as well?
Yeah, correct, yeah, and it's the little things as well. So the windows actually hinge from the top, so they can be opened even when it's raining and lets some air in. And for the guys up north when it's pretty humid, or down south where it's pretty fresh.
Now, also underneath, we've got fridge freezer as well.
Yeah, so underneath we've got a fridge freezer, which is plenty of storage, out of the way, but easily accessible from when you're in bed if you need a drink.
It feels like an intuitive place to be, like control placement, engine performance, transmission performance. There's a sense of everything having a function and knowing what it has to do.
Look, and that's not an accident, Matt. A lot of thought's gone into this truck, and it is intuitive, as you said. And you know, people get in, the controls are where you'd expect them to be, the information's right where you think it should be, and it performs just like you think it should. So, guys with mixed fleets, driver can jump in, take off and drive, no worries. It performs exactly like it should.
Things like the sleeper, the improved electrical architecture and stuff like that flow to the rest of the range. Like, this isn't just about Anthem, is it?
Correct, yeah. The whole range has benefited from the technology that the Anthem brings to the Australian markets. The dash, the driver environment, that's been upgraded across the board. The new integrated sleeper is also available on the Superliner and Triton as well. It brings a lot of good things to the Australian market that we're very excited about.
Where does Anthem sit in the model range?
Being a 13 litre, so it sits below the Superliner and the Titan. So for us, it's going to be an on-highway prime mover like we're in today, the 36-inch sleeper, day cab options, but for us, it's also going to be a vocational truck as well. So it replaces the axle back Triton and the Granite, and we're configuring these as rigids and prime movers.
Trucking in Australia is a pretty tough environment, so you can't just adapt or take an American design really and just chuck it on the road here. A lot goes into putting together a vehicle like this.
Yeah, so Matt, that's the advantage of having a large engineering presence here in Australia as well as manufacturing them right here in Brisbane. We're really proud of the fact that the trucks are designed for Australia, built right here in Australia, but also we're very fortunate to be backed up by the best dealer group in Australia. We've got dealers all over the country. You know, they're familiar with the product, they've got all the right tools. Also taking into consideration the unique requirements for the New Zealand market as well. So we're very proud to be manufacturing here in Australia. We're still the only truck OEM to proudly sport the Australian made logo. That's the difference. We can build a truck specifically for the market. Thanks, Matt. Thanks for coming for a drive, mate. It was good talking about the Anthem.
Thanks for the deep dive. It's a really lovely place to spend a few hours.
It's an impressive bit of kit, and we're really excited for it hitting the roads.
Awesome.
Cool.
Cheers, mate.